Welcome back to Match Island for part 4. This is gonna be a very lengthy episode, so I hope you get yourself comfortable because this is going to be quite a ride. A lot of maymays on this one, but yeah, I won't spoil it too much because this is as long as it's going to be, and quite honestly, it's gonna get interesting. So, let's go ahead and talk about the villager that we're going to be, well, not villager, but our special guest who's going to be appearing in the game now, and that is Sama. Sama is described as being a wise old man type, and it's interesting because we get to see him briefly here, but eventually I think over time we'll get to learn a little bit more about him. Currently in the game, when I'm playing at, there is more lore being added, so I can't say a lot as of yet, but basically we get introduced to this guy, but we mostly get this whole part talking about Amy's whole business and how that goes about. But, I digress. Let's go ahead and jump right into the game and see where things take us. So, here we go. So we start off with the, gameplay, basically me finishing this off. Because last time, in order to finish something, I had to basically just kind of grind through some of these puzzles here. So I got myself a tree. I believe that will be needed for a quest, or if it's one of those, I'll just add it down to the village. My island plot property. But yeah, we just need to collect apples and then had to put down Sama's temple, which I have yet to get the funds for. I think that's what was going on. And it won't be for a little while until we get it. Normally, it's weird because I would have gotten it down before, but for some reason it didn't work out that way. So, oh well. We'll have this. We'll work with what we got. But yeah, let's see here. Just looking at some of this. It's interesting how they've designed the UI when it comes to this infrastructure with the bank and whatnot. It's nice and visual. You can tell the ones they want you to kind of go about. And I've decided to use my... And the one thing I'll say is the coins don't use money on them. They actually use the actual event... Not the event, but the actual rare currency, which are diamonds, which... Kudos to you for that, because quite honestly, I think that's a smarter way of doing it. I'm sure they're not making money by having people buy for money, so in this way it's a bit better where it's like, well, I mean, I can now wait, or I can just spend my diamond thing for that. And I feel like for diamonds, for me, like the premium currency, they're not as valuable to me as a player who buys into these games, so that you don't have to. But more or less, it's finding hard. Like, it's good to have kind of like a bit of a protection, I guess, in case you need to have them on the standby. But yeah, this is gonna get interesting. So anyways, let's play this, and oh boy, we're back at this again. Alright, so we get a hiccup attack, and oh no. Yeah, so part of some of the issues is that for some reason the time decides to exceed that and then just goes for an extra day, which is weird. Normally this is like a few minute task, like an hour or so, or 30 minutes, but for some reason it went to 4. And again, and I love this too, because eventually later on during this part, I'll show you some patch notes, and one of the patch notes says at the bottom, please note this is a beta, because they have to clarify to people and be like, yeah, no, this game's going to break a bunch, just know that it's not out there yet. So as of now, we're having fun and enjoying some of the little hiccups here and there, but just know this is just a preview of what the game could be, so it's not even there yet. Things have altered slightly, as you'll see. Once the game is fully released, then we can criticize. But for now, nah. Oh yeah, also enjoy a little bit more of these puzzle things, because after, I think at a certain point, I stopped showing you these puzzles and just kind of move on, and part of the reason why this has gone long as it is due to these puzzles. But what I've done instead is actually showcase the Like, if there's anything new when it comes to the puzzle features, because there are some new mechanics that got introduced later on down the road, which I will showcase them. But what's interesting is, if there's nothing interesting to share with you, I won't show it, but if it does, then whatever. Oh yeah, I got so close. Oh, sad face. But yeah, you know, Sama's... We got the water thing now going, and we got Sama here, so...
If you don't mind, Mr. Pixie, I think I have a solution to our situation. According to my calculations, the delivery truck will result in a 34% increase in demand, since we'll be able to reach the whole island. Our workforce is fairly limited at the moment, which is a very big worry for me.
Short version, Huxley. We know you're always concerned. To say about what?
I'm concerned that we won't have enough time to pick a delivery, so I suggest Pixie becomes our supplier and we only take care of the deliveries.
Huh. How about that? Huxley overthinking just saved the business.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah, last part we ended on a cliffhanger, but we kind of knew what was going to happen. So yes, that's how they solved the problem. They basically, Huxley's worried, so simply said, hey, you know, why don't you just be the supplier and then we do the deliveries? And they approved.
Hey Grim, have you heard about the man who just moved into the temple over there?
Yeah, I know. There he is right there.
There's already rumors about him in the island. His name's Sama. They say he actually used to live here a long time ago, before the island was abandoned.
Again, they keep mentioning that. I wonder if they're going to mention why it was abandoned.
He's supposed to be this wise, mysterious master or something, and he doesn't want to talk with anyone. Although Jim and Jake told me Pixie's been bugging him already, probably trying to impress him. Speaking of which, we should hurry! I told Jim and Jake I'd show them our trucks today!
Alright, so they'll do that. And, yeah, we'll talk more about Sama in a minute, but what's also hilarious is, there's other things I just remembered I want to bring up, but because we're going to the story, well, first, let's just go ahead and look at Sama real here. So this is where he is. This is this guy right here. So here is his quest that he's got going on. So he can only do meditation for now, but he has other things here, and part of them also requires, some items and whatnot. And, of course, this is the costumes that won't be unlocked until later on. But, oh yeah, and anytime you see me zoom in like that, just know it's because my thing ended up, well, eh.
And here's our food truck, and over there is our other truck, the one Pixie gave us.
Looks good, Ames. Congrats. You know, if you have enough room with both trucks, would you please bring us some water from the well? We'll pay you, of course, but it's just a drag having to come here to get it.
Well, yes, of course. Hey, and we could add water to our deliveries too.
Now look at that, I already killed it. Frustration, placed the well and grabbed water. But, aw, stupid me, I already collected it. So, 30 minutes left to go. Now, as I was saying before, I mentioned about that abandonment thing that happened, right? They kind of talk about how this island was previously habited, but then for some reason they just stopped. And you wonder why. Also, this is one of his quest line, which is him just meditation, so it's basically this. It looks pretty nice, yeah. There you go. You know, as you can expect. And I love the fact that he's meditating right in front of that cherry blossom tree, which for some reason is blooming. Either that or some other weird tree with pink flowers. But anyways, I digress. So, basically, I'm playing through this game right now, and they actually they dumped some lore as far as when it comes to the island goes, because believe it or not, they actually did talk about what happened to the island, when exactly this got abandoned.
What an amazing idea, right, Karim? We should remember to offer water to our existing clients. Write that down, Huxley.
Done.
Alright, I think we're ready to get started with today's deliveries, aren't we?
Let's see. Apples, check. Water bottles, check. We're ready.
Yeah, you won't believe the year this was ended because, whew boy.
And we're also delivering water if you're interested.
Why is Bob talking when Amy's supposed to? Really? OMG, this is so meant to be. And now Amy's talking for Bob. What's going on here?
Is it?
Yeah. because you have water and I am 60% water.
Oh, right. Okay, well, there you go.
Alright, so you do need to place the pixie tree trunk and then deliver water. I think what must have happened here was, I think Amy was supposed to be on the left and Bob on the right, but they ended up putting the characters different ways, and perhaps this ended up causing the whole Amy talking over Bob and Bob talking over Amy. I'm believing that it is. Again, just to pinpoint, just a disclaimer, this is a beta. This footage does not represent the game. This is meant. That's why I put in big words, BETA, so you understand that this is this. Oh man, you know, the game's glitch. No, the game's not glitch. It's just this is why they do in soft launch, because they want me to do stuff like this, so then they can go, oh, okay, we see the problems. Let's fix this. So by the time this gets released fully, we get to see all the stuff. So it's nice. It's fun when you get to see soft launches like this, because you got to see slowly the game progressing and adding new things. And we get Elvis walking around here. Also, I'm happy to note that Elvis eventually and later on down the line, they did actually fix it so that he's no longer just a beta, like not like a walk around NPC. Also, sorry about that. Apparently, the phone there glitched out, so it's just that long voice of nothing, void of nothingness, when it came to no voice except for mine talking. But yeah, no, Bob actually. Oh man, that tree is small. I think they'll fix the positioning after some point. But yeah, no, they've actually made Bob have Elvis actually have more animations, but that'll be shown in the near future, probably in part 7. Oh, and I'm gonna need some of them apples too.
Right, apples. Hey, where are the apples? Huxley, Grim, we're running out of apples. We need more, quick!
Apparently they fixed that in this instance. But oh, by the way, it's cute how they actually had Amy flip around when she was like, "Oh, where's the apples?"
So glad you could come, Sama. So glad. I meant to show you my newest acquiescence. Acquaintances. Sorry, I get hiccups when I get nervous. Acquisition is the word you seek. Yes! Acquisition! Thank you!
Sama's not looking pleased. Yeah, get the meditation map and have apples to our good old owl boy. Also, I know this is not I don't know why this was the way he looks because of the whole chibbiness of it. But he looks like the Pringles can when his eyes are open. When he has that kind of disapproval stare there, I don't know why. Especially now. Oh yeah, this again. Get used to this. For a little bit. It's gonna end it eventually. But yeah, for some reason, with the new Pringles can logo, the Pringles logo changing to be more simplified and basing the meme of simple logos. What's funny about it is the fact that, what do you call it? They don't give him hair anymore and made him so basic so that now it looks, oh, it's the Pringles man. He's gonna sell me chips. But, again, I digress. So yeah, I have to play puzzle games in order to get the item I need. In this case, it's going to be... Oh no. I didn't win. Get used to this. At this point, this is when it starts to become... So, when it comes to, like, the leveling system, I don't think it's that bad. It's only my worry when it comes to these events updates, because that's gonna make me kind of go, oh no. And what's interesting too is that they've actually added and fixed a bit of how they do their contact support system, and we get to see that feature here. And it'll be interesting how they're gonna implement that with the other games, but you know, finally got that meditation thing here, so I figured let's just put it next to Samba's temple. By the way, nice temple he got there.
Looks good, huh? An absolute beauty. I reckon I should get really good meditation with this set, right? It's not objects that will help you concentrate with your true self. Oh, no, I know. I just... Oh, hey, Grim. I didn't see you arrive.
Yeah. I've been eavesdropping ever since, so, yeah.
Oh, come closer, come closer. Let me introduce you to our brightest, wisest, most praised... Sama is my name. Oh, yes, I was getting to there, Master. And I am no master.
Pixie's pissed off.
How dare you criticize me? Well, that's being modest. But what do you need, Grim?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just gonna be collecting some apples for Amy. That's all. I just kind of walked by and I was watching you interact with Sama, so that's all. I figured I needed some help with him, but whatever. Also, if you weren't a fan of Pixie for the last 3 videos, this one is probably what sells you. I don't know what it is, but this owl, man. This owl. The dialogue and everything about what the game decides to put in there as far as what lore goes. There's a reason why I'm covering this game. Not only just to showcase something that is originally made by the team that made Horror Town and, you know, Adams and Snoopy. But the biggest reason is the story is wild, man. It's like, this is the joke of like, oh yeah, you get these weird puzzle games like Lily's Garden's infamous ads, and the game is totally not like what the ads portray. Yet this game is going to be like, oh, you think it's going to be nice and normal, but then you play the game and you realize, oh, there's more to this than you think. And I don't mean like it goes extremely out there, but you think this is a G-rated movie and then find out it's like PG-13 and you're like, oh, ooh, spicy. That's all I mean. It's just, you read some of this stuff and you'll see my genuine reaction, especially at one point here. Pixie does something, and Amy makes a comment over it, and it has something to do with this Bula Bula soup station. By the way, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. I hope I did. Anyone who knows what that is, please spare me. No bully. I'm not familiar with the actual concoction of this soup, so I'm going to assume it looks nice. Again, though, they probably will make it look better in the end, but whatever. Yeah, so we got that delivery going on here, so that's great. So now I just have to wait for apples to get collected, so that will be just a few more seconds, and then we should be good. So we'll just wait here for a few seconds. Oh, never mind, we'll just skip some time without you knowing. Few seconds here, and we're done. So click apple and continue with the story.
Oh, thank you, Krim. Now you can go back to Huxley and help him with our earnings.
Complete chaos! Complete, absolute chaos!
Okay, Huxley, calm down. And by the way, why are you standing in the pond? Chaos indeed. Calm down.
I have no idea where the cash is! We don't have apples for our last delivery!
What did you just say? There's no more apples for the last delivery?
Okay, just wait 5 minutes and then you grow a new one. What's the big deal?
This was the worst day ever, Krim. It was our first day and we weren't even able to finish our deliveries.
You just have to wait 5 seconds. Like, what's the problem?
I mean, what would my mom say if she's seen this?
That she's proud of you? I don't know.
I thought I'd write her a letter when I had something good to tell. Something to make her proud. But look at me. I'm getting all whiny here. Would you mind handing me something to eat? It might cheer me up a bit.
Sure, I'll give you more apples like you need. Oh, and this is hilarious, but, she's worried about the fact that she didn't deliver and not the fact that she lost her cash.
Well, I guess there's no point in wallowing. I'll just write a letter to my mom. Get this over with.
Man, why is Amy always depressed? Ding dong.
Huh? Who's there?
It's us, Bob, Jim, and Jake. I think I'll never get used to Bob talking because it's just gonna hear myself.
Oh, hey, did you actually shout ding dong?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there 2 Amy's now in the background? I'm not. Oh, no. I didn't know you had a clone. Of course. Who's to say only bells can do that? Why do the limits between objects and living beings have to be so inflexible?
Huh?
Amy, we came because we know you guys didn't have the best day. But Pixie's having a barbecue, and we thought go there might cheer you up.
Aw, what great friends.
I guess we could at least go for a walk, right, Grim?
Why am I being dragged into this? I feel like I'm a babysitter. Yeah, they place that thing and get some water, but I joke about that type of stuff being a baby. I get it, okay? I get it. I get what the game's trying to do, but narrative-wise, I have to question it. I seem like I'm just... Like, it's like Animal Crossing all over again. It's like, oh god, if you can't do this...
Hello, everyone! Welcome to my Bula Bula soup party! Could you hand me a little water for the soup?
Bula what? We thought this was a barbecue.
Oh, no. It has been my understanding that the people of Match Island were interested in refining their palates.
I love Pixie here. I'm starting to like this character, because he's just like...
I don't think anyone has ever said that, Pixie.
Calling him on his lie.
Oh, then he'll be one of those things you don't know how much you want till you try 'em. In any case, people have already started to come. Make yourself comfortable.
Who? We're all here. Who else are we missing? How many are willing to bet that Pixie is just assuming this to everybody? It's like, nah, what barbecue? Nah, you want to eat this. We're in a place that you don't get to choose what you want to eat.
You're on my island. You don't get to choose what you eat.
Ding dong.
Oh, hey, Bob.
Hey, Ames. You look really good today, you know? Love what you've done with your hair. Hey, you know, why does it sound so echoey? Why is it kind of cloudy? What's going on here? I don't get it. Something's up.
Oh, you think so? Didn't think you'd notice.
How about we go for a walk? I've been dying to get some alone time with you. Am I really need to be here?
With me? Really? Sure.
Don't worry, folks. The next part will make sense later. This is going too quickly, but here we go.
Guys, this smells terrible.
Great, now she's more upset. Also, wait a minute. Are those people in the background? Where did they come from?
And I think I just saw Pixie throw a turtle in the boiling water.
Okay. Oh no. He was just... This is a message to the townspeople.
Ah, you gotta follow my rules or else you end up like the turtle I put in the boiling water.
It's a savage owl. God, I love this game.
I appreciate you trying to cheer me up, but this is a complete fiasco.
Come on, Aim. Just stay. I'm sure we'll have a laugh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying myself.
Okay. I'll just go walk over there for a while. I need to be alone.
Man, what a suck. Pixie killed a turtle. I thought this was Max. I thought people were supposed to be, you know, nice and good, but I guess not. Savages. Owls are savages. Why I love the game. It's so weird. You get sad people, depression, you get owls that murder. Again with this. I had to joke with that. I could not. When I read that, that made me laugh. Because I cannot help but imagine what that must have looked like. But, God. But, again, the imagery is probably more gruesome than how I imagined. Because I just found some random image of, like, generic pot and turtle. And I'm like, oh, well, this is hilarious. The turtle's just enjoying himself. So, why not? This makes it even more funny. But anyways, why happened back there? Yeah, this whole game made it seem like you're like Animal Crossing Village. It's like, oh no, I can't do anything. Oh, thank God you're here. If without you, we wouldn't be able to be alive, right? That kind of mentality. But yeah, a lot of things just happened a few minutes ago. So let me just go ahead and take a breather while I do this puzzle game. So we just recently leveled up, and we're coming to the end of the frustration part, and now we're going to discoveries, which is a new a new quest line. By the way, Sad Faces is going to be plenty. Get used to that. Yeah, but as you probably noticed, we've basically unlocked a new area, and we've just basically done that. Also, there's a nice Buddha. There's a nice golden statue. It's interesting too because some of the items they make ended up actually changing design-wise. But anyways.
You know, Grim, I thought we'd come to this perfect place full of opportunities, and then all this happened. It's like being in New York all over again.
Sometimes the biggest challenge is not to keep standing, but to get up when you do fall.
Huh?
And what you lacked back in the city was simply a hand to pick you up.
Wow, Sama is indeed a wise old man, isn't he?
Hey, Ames, the Batman soup's ready.
Oh my god, did you throw a bat in there too? Or you just, probably because you can't say that word properly. Also, where did the wise old man go? Did he just disappear out of nowhere?
Oh, I think we've got our hand there.
And I'm sure Jim and Jake is like,
What are you talking about? What hands?
actually, what happened in New York? Did you just do something over there and you're not telling me stuff? I feel like you did something and now you're just blaming that, oh yeah, New York had all this to do. But I'm sure that's probably going to be answered in the near future, so we will just wait for that to happen. Also, I love when she was retrospecting, like, man, I wished everything was great, but, you know, this is just being at New York all over again. The camera was focused on Pixie walking around. I swear, the devs are focusing on Pixie. It's canon now, okay, Pixel? Just run with it. If this game takes off, run with it. This is your new mascot now, Pixie the Owl. Okay, make it a thing. The characters. I don't know who was responsible for the story, but kudos to you. You mwah, perfection. Please don't change it. Oh man, it's charming and it stands out, you know. Like, yeah, it's your typical match puzzle game, but you know the characters stand out. They're a little bit chibi. They kind of have that Funko Pop feel. But again, it's a nice relaxing thing, and it's gonna be funny if we go from having a nice relaxing thing, and then at some point in the near future, Grim gets pissed because it's like, oh, we get to this point and we're like, like angry. Also, we got a new animation here when it comes to Hugsley and Amy talking about making orange juice and whatnot. Which is funny because this animation doesn't come into effect until the near future when we unlock that area that looks like a giant juice box. And there's interesting... Oh no. Oh, super hard. No currency too? Oh, come on, man. At least give me the currency. Oh yeah, and we now have Lumberjack. We got Lumberjacks there for costumes, which is weird because Lumberjacks don't come into play until later on. Again, I'm sure they will fix all this once the game gets fully launched. I bet you that's a guarantee. I just have to point this stuff out, or else the audience will just keep on pointing it out to me and just say, why didn't you say this? You know? And I'm curious to see what will happen once this game comes fully live, if I start seeing more traction come in, because people will just watch this and go, oh yeah, let's do this. Also, I'm kind of getting real upset by the fact that there was an easy... In hindsight, you're so focused in on doing something, and then you start to see mistakes you've made. Like, for this instant, this one, I was like, oh my god, I had so much, and I just screwed it all up. But, this is funny. I ended up trying to utilize one of the power-ups here, if I could, but I wasn't able to. Yeah, so there's like 3 power-ups, by the way. There's the shovel, which basically allows you to pick whatever one you want. Then you got the bucket, which is supposed to allow you to switch from one end to the other, which I don't know why it's a bucket, but okay. And then you get the rake, which is basically whatever row you click on, that will scrape it horizontally. So yeah, if you're ever in a pickle, what we'll find is once I collect some of this stuff, at some point, some of them I'll be like, ah, screw it, and decide to utilize one of them. Because that's what this game wants you to do. That's why they're there for, right? So it's technically not cheating if they gave me it, right? Just saying. If the game provides me with a feature to make it work, I make it work. And, yeah, my money is gone. I call it my money. I know my real money is up there with the coins, but the coins is pennies. My real money is that diamond-looking thing. I wonder if they're called diamonds, because I know the Atoms have rubies, Goosebumps has cash, as well as Snoopy has cash. And I believe, and this might be, correct me if I'm wrong, but I know that Wonder Park actually had diamonds, I think, and they've just decided to say, like, well, Wonder Park didn't really succeed so well, so diamonds now for this game. I wonder if they'll talk about why diamonds are a rarity compared to, say, money, or what you call it, match tokens. You know, that's actually probably a better name for a match tokens, because you don't really think of coins as valuable. No, tokens are like worthless, so that's a better analogy. But yeah, we've done like the expansion over there, so we're going to continue on with the explanation and show you what must have happened during that weird part.
I love the feeling of the breeze running through my hair.
Yeah, might want to do something about the clothes though, right?
What?
I mean, you're naked. You know that, right? I'm sorry, what?
What the? It's just a dream. What a weird dream.
Ah, see, it was a dream all along. What a great added there. Also, Amy, I think it's creepy. Why did you have me in your dreams? Why am I in these people's minds? Living there rent-free. Not only that, but that's the last thing I want to think about is Amy being naked.
Hey there, Grim. You've been working for a while now, haven't you?
I guess you can call it that, yes.
I brought some water in case you're thirsty. Love what you're doing with the area.
Amy, are you hitting on me?
Do you need some help sprucing it up?
This is getting awkward.
I'm actually having a very strange dream last night. Maybe you can help me figure out what it means, while I give you a hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I understand. Because I was in your dreams, right? What were you dreaming about? Not like I knew. Don't worry, I wasn't in your head at all. I'm not that creepy. I swear. I digress, though. So, yeah, you can see where the story, man. Gee, woo. Still waiting for the water, which sucks. Well, oh well. You know. Yeah, but the story, man. You're starting to see why I like this now. And it doesn't look like when you, I swear, some of you probably looked at some of the thumbnails and whatnot, and you probably tell me if this is true down below. If you're watching this in Premiere, because shoutouts to you, by the way, or if you're watching this after the fact, comment down below. Did you actually suspect the story to go out the way it did, with the type of look and feel they were trying to go for? Because I swear, I didn't. And that's why I'm covering the game, because I have good, strong hopes that this game is gonna go somewhere with, and I might as well jump on the trend now, right? But yeah, this is humorous indeed. I quite enjoy this, whatever this is supposed to be. Like, man. This story. Like, why would you describe that? Like, you could have just said you're in your underwear. Nah, naked. That's the first thing you think of. Like normally, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I could have sworn when it comes to, and yeah, you can see I had to use some of my special powers in order to kind of utilize to beat this. But correct me if I'm wrong, but most of the time when it comes to having a bad dream or a nightmare, whatever you call it, most of the time it's like you're in your underwear kind of deal, and then people laugh at you because it's embarrassing, right? Why did they go ahead and say, naked? That's exactly what we should do, right? Mind you, kudos that there's no name. We didn't see that visually, right? I mean, I didn't want to do that. I don't want to go that far when it comes to editing. Like, I went as far as to put the little clouds to kind of give you the hint that maybe this is like a dream state, and the fact that they're echoing, you know, like, I would do that. No problem. But I'm not going to put sensor bars on the body just to make it seem like that was just, you know, it's dumb. It's dumb. I don't want to be in this position. Why are you putting me in this position, Pixie? That's right, it's Pixie's fault all of the time. It's not Pixel's, it's Pixie's fault now. Remember that. Morning, fellas. Oh, good, she's blushing now.
Oh, hey, Bob.
Looking good over here.
You think? I didn't even comb my hair today.
Oh my god. What? I meant the hammocks. What hammock? Just the one hammock.
Oh, right. The hammocks.
Like, I know I put 2 hammocks down, that's part of the quest, but you were just at the one. I didn't put 2 of them right there.
I was thinking we could get together and, you know, food tonight, dinner.
Of course.
Really?
Yeah, I got nothing else to do. Jim and Jake's coming too.
Oh, yeah, sure. They're coming, of course. Right, yes. I mean, I wouldn't invite just you.
Ah, she'll also invite me along when the ride as well, because why not?
Grim, please go over to Jim and Jake's and invite them before Bob talks to them, quick!
Hey, this is not my problem. This is your fault, okay? Why do I have to fix your problems? By the way, Amy, you just yelling that at me in my face while Bob literally stood there just looking at you. Like, it would make sense if Bob disappeared and then you went ahead and did that, but no. So narratively, we could just assume Bob just stood there just kind of like either dazed out, kind of like, oh, I'm sorry, Amy, what did you say? But I'm just going to pretend as if she just whispered that to me. Also, I want cheeseburger. Where did this come from? There's an animation. Yeah, I know. There's an animation with cheeseburgers, by the way. So that's a thing. But I can't wait to talk about that because that has other implications too, right? They go ahead and go, oh, tofu this and healthy veggies this. But anyways, I digress. All right, fine. Let's go talk to them. Jim and Jake, do you want to join us for our meal?
Sure, we'd love to come over for dinner, Grim.
Oh, good. I'll tell her that.
The apple trees we planted is actually starting to grow, so we could bring some.
Good. That's all we can eat. Apples and oranges and water. What a great meal.
Some what? Apples? Yes, Peach Pit?
I'm sorry. Where is this coming from?
No, Jim, it wasn't a pet name. I was just saying we could bring apples.
What? He calls them apples and Peach Pit? Wait, so you also get pen named by Peach Pit? What is with this Peach Pit thing? First Amy, now you.
Hey guys, nice Saturday morning, isn't it?
Oh, it's Saturday. Huh. I didn't know it was the weekend.
Yep. Grim was actually inviting us to dinner tonight. You should come with us.
Yes, the more the merrier. Everybody invited to the party. Yeah, why not?
Of course. If Grim and Amy don't mind, I'd love to.
Oh, I'm sure she would not mind at all. It's not like she was inviting one person only.
I actually came over to ask you guys for a favor.
Alright, so get to do that for the favor then. And I'm sure she'll invite everybody except for Pixie. And Sama and Hugsley, but, you know. I can understand Pixie because, after what happened, I wouldn't blame you. Also, Amy is, I guess, Jesus, because she can also walk on... No, she's probably a magician. She can just walk on air. So, I like the idea that they have this weird mechanic going on with the river.
I'd like to plant an orange tree, but I've never done it before. And I thought you guys could give me a hand, seeing as you clearly know how to do it. I mean, this apple tree really looks promising.
You're not even at the apple tree, it's at the farm.
Of course, we'll give you a hand, no problem.
I'll finish my point after this.
Hey, how come you wanted to plant an orange tree? You don't strike me as a working the land kind of gal.
No, I don't actually usually do these kind of things. But lately, I've been finding myself longing for stuff. And I thought having something to take care of might help me out.
Wait, is this just your little hint that you want to have a child? We'll see in the future. I know there's a baby in the market.
Plus, if organic oranges juice every morning doesn't cheer me up, I don't know what will.
Yep, you're absolutely right there. There you go.
By the way, I just realized something. They screwed up on Jim and Jake's bodies. Jim had Jake's body, and you'll find out later on Jake will have Jim's body. I don't know why that happened there and what caused it to just glitch out like that. But, yeah, maybe... I don't know what kind of system or body you had. Just make sure you marked it as Jim body, Jake body, or something instead of having them both together. I don't know. I guess it must be confusing because you have these. This is an interesting type of character model, by the way. Like when you get twins, they end up doing this type of like they're one character, but they're actually two characters just merged into one figure. It's an interesting idea, but anyways, what I was saying back a few minutes ago, right? The fact that Amy was walking on water. I like the idea. What they had there was the idea of like water thing. Maybe have it. I don't know if they're gonna fix this, but maybe have it in a way so that the dirt, the wood, and the road can be walked on, but the water is the only kind of not walkable type of thing, because otherwise it just looks weird. But that's just me. I'm sure they'll fix that, but oh yeah, now I unlocked that, but now I need the money. It's just like real life. What I also find too, by the way, is that my hardest point, and I've talked about this before, it's not getting the items, it's getting the funds for those items. And partially it's because I keep on buying every item I see, but partially it's also because the tasks ask me to do that, right? I was gonna say missions, but my mind broke there for a few seconds trying to come up with the right words to say. And by the way, we're kind of going on a little bit while, like we're in the 40-minute mark-ish, and we're not even done yet. Because once we get to a certain preview of who's coming up next, oh, I can't wait to talk about what's coming up next. Oh, this next character coming up is going to be one of the weirdest ones. So, you know how... I know some people who watch my Goosebumps stuff also watch this one. And so there was like one person, Spongy. But they were kind of like, oh, I already shipped these two friends together. And I'm just like, well, I hate to break it to you, Spongy, but it doesn't seem like they're more like they're friends, like best friends, but they're not that kind of friends. But she does get a relationship, and it's the guy we're about to see next video. And whoa, what a cat she picked. This is just one of those like, oh, okay, let's go with this now. The bad boy. The literal criminal. But I'm already getting ahead of myself with that. But let me find a way to put, oh, the wedding swing set. Okay, we're gonna get into more lore. We're not gonna get the full reveal yet, but this is a little bit of a highlight of what's going on when it comes to Prudence as far as her story goes, so...
Hey, and what's that?
The swing set? It's nothing. Something I had from a long time ago. But I prefer not to talk about it, if you don't mind.
Nah, we totally get you. Absolutely. We have a lot we want to forget, too.
Ooh, are we getting lore with them now? We do, and we got a little bit of lore there, and also you saw the Jim Jake thing ended up glitching out there, but whatever.
Really? You guys have things you want to forget?
Yeah, well, see, our parents passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And, you know, living in an orphanage was kinda cool because you get to meet all the kids and everything.
Oh god, they died when you were young? That's even worse!
But there's a problem that your friends keep leaving when they're adopted. So it wasn't that much fun because there's a hustle of having to make new friends all the time. Total drag. But then we come to Match Island and now we can make friends that actually stick.
Wow, these two really are very optimistic, I'll say that. I mean, they go ahead and tell you, like, oh yeah, our parents died, you know? And the only thing that sucked about it was that we made friends in the orphanage, and then they ended up getting adopted, and we have nobody left, right? That's what they were sad about. Not the fact that their parents died. No. So now I'm more curious about this whole thing and why they're here. Also, yeah, very angry face. I didn't get the oranges I need at the moment, so I have to wait. Also, I put this down because why not? And yeah, so we're starting to see there is something going on as far as the Prudence's story goes. If you didn't get it already, you may have already gotten what's going on with her, but it's gonna highlight fully next video, I think.
I had no idea you'd been through that.
Oh, there's no need to get all dramatic, though. Yeah, we're here now, aren't we? We're good. All good.
Yeah, they really need to fix those bodies, but I digress. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk to Amy now, so let's see what she is up with her.
I can't believe it's nearly time for people to be here, Grim. Do I look good? Is my hair okay? How's my dress? Should I change? I thought... Oh my gosh, someone's coming already! Oh, it's just Prudence.
Where? I don't see her anywhere. I just see Elvis.
Hey, Ames. What's up?
Hey, you gotta love Elvis. Oh, I gotta put another one of those wheelbarrow flowers down? Really? Why do you need two of them? Isn't one good enough? I thought the one looked nice. Nah, need two. Two of them, please. This is goosebumps all over again. All over again. Let's put flowers down. You don't need these flowers, but just put them down. Because you need to dress it like Pixie wants. This isn't,
I see you've been doing some gardening.
Yes, a flower right in front of her house.
Yeah. I've been trying to keep myself busy today. Me too. But what's with you? Is there something the matter? I'm just really confused because I had the strangest dream. Really? What about?
Oh, this is where Amy's gonna tell her gal pal what she's been dreaming about, because... Actually, why are you going ahead and openly telling people what you're dreaming about?
Bob? You had a romantic dream about... Bob? Yeah, and it's the strangest thing, because I never even thought about him that way, you know?
Oh, you're just not gonna ignore the fact that you also had me in your dreams?
I mean, I've been so busy with the new house and the business and everything. I haven't even given myself the time to think about my love life. Huh. It's funny, isn't it? No matter how little you want to think about something, it always finds a way to pop up in your head.
That is true, Prudence. And I just want to put a disclaimer out here. I know that she didn't dream about me, okay? I know this is just for narrative purposes. If anything, this is like the SpongeBob episode when he just goes into people's dreams. If anything, I just came and invaded her dreams just because I'm just being a stalker. Right. I love how the game is making me look even worse. And yeah, we got these two, by the way. Unfortunately, we ended up actually unlocking both of them. However, one of them doesn't get highlighted until the next video, and I'll talk more about that when that happens.
Well, everyone take a seat. Come on, don't be shy. Grim, you can sit over here. And Prude, you can go over there.
Oh, I get to eat too? Great.
And Bob, he can sit right there next to me.
Alright. Food looks amazing.
You think? It's just something I put together. No big deal. Vegan tofu, a la orange, some of Prudence's oranges. You hear that, Bob? Vegan tofu. I remembered you were a vegan.
Yes, Pop. Nudge, nudge. I know you vegan. By the way, I must ask a question. Where did all that food come from? We get unlocked. So, we won't talk about Mia. I know she gets unlocked in next part, but she's not focused until part 6. Let's talk about Garouche. And yes, that is his name. It sounds weird. They explain where this name came from. Oh god, this guy. This man. Whoa, Ames. That tofu was really something. Great meal.
Oh, well, it was nothing. Hey, listen. I have something to say to you. I had this weird romantic dream about you.
You know what's even weirder? The fact that Bob is talking when Amy's supposed to be talking. I know, I'm still pointing this stuff out. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop. Cool. I had those all the time.
Really? You do?
Okay. Nice to know, Bob. TMI. For me, TMI. Why am I getting dragged into the... like, Amy's my support... hold on.
Grim, good, you're here. I'm getting the deliveries ready for today, and I can't stop thinking about what Bob said after dinner.
Oh, I wonder what Bob says after dinner. I guess we'll find out later on.
I mean, I think he's right. I think I am ready to start dating. But who am I supposed to find here on the island?
I love how they're highlighting this because it's like, well, guess what? The next character popping in next video, that's your date. And, oh boy, what a catch.
There's still very few people, and they're all my friends.
To give you a hint, the burglary. Jeez, I wonder why it was acting like the way he does. He looks like so shady. Oh God, Amy, why? The characters they chose. I want to find out who thought to themselves, yes, I know exactly whose Amy love interest is. It's gonna be this French burglar who's also a magician. Oh, did I forget to mention he's also a magician? Wow, what a career! Ooh, boy. you thought you thought Shader was shady. This guy puts him to shame. This is a greasy guy. This is the conest of con man. The fact that this guy is a magician should tell you all you need to know. Why? Also, you gotta love the fact that there's a new suit for Sama. And he's looking pretty cool with them shades on. Ready to relax and play them drums. By the way, I'm going to zoom in right here so you get a good idea. So this is the one new animation that got unlocked as soon as we got to this level. That's pretty nice. I like the fact that he plays. Again, some of these animations that I'm showing you are like heads up, like, oh, they don't come into play until later on. Because it's like, huh, what's that sound? And then you go and say, play this, right? So it makes sense later on, don't worry. Narrative-wise, it's like, here's sneak previews of things in the future, right? Yeah, but I feel like Amy is like she needs a support buddy. Ever since I came on the island, she's like, I need to bring Grim everywhere I go because he needs to hear all my problems. And, it's not like, I don't know. Right? It's just, I feel awkward. Also, there's that zoom in screen again because my stupid recording is recording the stupid things I don't want them to record. I don't like people to know I have applications on, okay? It invades in my privacy, okay? I have no problems with talking about jokes of stuff like this with games. Also, yeah, we got some nice here. Amy, of course, because she's the default character, she gets all the costumes. But I'm sure that will change. Later on, she's going to be like Homer Simpson, Simpsons Tapped Out, where she's just going to have a lot of costumes, and you don't know what to do with it, just like everyone else. And then everyone else is going to have small stuff, so... Oh yeah, we get this, by the way, him doing this, the book, like, doing this. Again, a sneak peek to the future! What's going on? Everything here is like every new animation. Sneak peek to the future. It's not going to be implemented right now, but hey, here's it going on there. But I digress. So, again, I'm looking at all the new characters and what they've done. I guess Jim and Jake are like farm boys now, or I don't know. I'm curious to learn more about all the characters that get put into Match Island and why they came back to Match Island. It's apparent that some of the people probably used to live here, and Sama is one of the good examples of why that is. Also, by the way, this is a little glitch, but don't worry. In the future, I'll show the case set again, but properly. But yeah, just ignore that. Sometimes, you know, things like that happen sometimes. That happened in Goosebumps Horror Town as well. So, you know, sometimes things happen. You know, sometimes we get Cthulhu monsters, like in Part 2. And, Part 5 is going to be... Oh, okay. I will highlight, again, a lot of the sneak previews of what's to come in the future. but I'll spoil this. At some point, I screwed myself up. And by the way, this is another kind of cute animation they got here. Again, the animations are really well done. I love that little kind of stuff they do there. But I'll give you a sneak peek. I screwed up, and I recorded something while my mic was on. Unintentionally, I didn't realize this until later on, so I had to mute some of this stuff. However, this is one of those, a mistake happened at the perfect place at the perfect time, and this timing was everything. Basically, what ended up happening was, Garouche had a bit of a bug issue, just like Amy, and I happened to react to it live. And, oh boy. Also, there's a lot of other new characters here. By the way, you'll notice too, when it gets closer to the release date, a lot of characters get added in there. So every time an update happens, I have to look in and go, oh, new character, right? But they have to change. But I'll give you the spoiler right now as well. I end up unlocking the other character, which is Mia. Mia doesn't get featured until part 6. And that's because, although she's unlocked in part 11, she's technically supposed to be unlocked in part 13. And, again, it's one of those buggy things with beta, so, you know, it's what you can expect. But yeah, we're coming closer to the end here, so basically this last little rundown is going to be finishing off the quest when it comes to the discovery and finding out what exactly Bob said to Amy to kind of convince her that, you know, she needs to date somebody. But the other thing too is that when we end this part off is when I'm going to put down Garouche's hut. By the way, why does he live in a hut? But, okay, I digress, whatever. He can live in whatever he wants to live in. Lives in a hut. I guess it's not the worst place to live. But, yeah, his whole lore, man, like, I kind of... I'll save it to the next video, okay? He's a whole other bag of worms to talk about. So let's just focus on this part. Okay, I'm really hyping this up. We already talked about how Pixie murdered questionable, quote-unquote, when it comes to Batman and the Turtle. Maybe. We don't know yet. We'll never know. That's what Pixie wants. Oh, man. I really want to learn more about this owl, too. And it's teasing me because level 37 is with what looks to be someone Pixie knows, because it's Pixie's house gets unlocked in 37. I want to find out what's with this owl. Why was he here since day one? What happened to the island? Why was it abandoned? And why am I here? Why am I doing all this stuff? And, you know, and I feel like eventually when new people come in over time, we'll start to figure out things of going on. And I'm curious to see characters that are event exclusives, because you know that's going to be a thing that they're going to do. There are going to be exclusive costumes and exclusive characters. Characters are probably going to be behind a bundle. And the costumes will be in that little special box, whatever the theme is going to be for the event. This is just my guess, by the way. I don't know if this is going to be the case. But I'm curious about, because the main focus is about this game mechanic, the matching, because, you know, Match Island, that's the whole point. But, and by the way, it's, I think the whole title is Match Island Tropical Getaway, or Tropical something. But, you know, it's interesting because you got, you know, Goosebumps Horror Town has like 4 words. Addams Family Mystery Mansion, 4 words. Match Island, 2 words. And I think they kind of had like Tropical Getaway to be like, have the 4 words there. But they don't have it within the title. It's just Match Island, so I don't know. But I'm quite intrigued to see how this game does, because it, as you see, it has potential. But let's see what Bob has to say to Amy. Yeah, I've already dreamt about you, and Prudence, and there was this one time when I actually dreamt about Pixie. Oh, you were dreaming about Pixie's romantic. Ooh, man, I can't blame you there, man. Was it the fact that he threw the turtle in the pond? Why were you dreaming about Pixie? God, this game. But that really doesn't mean anything, does it? I mean, have you ever felt something for me when you were awake?
I haven't, actually.
Then maybe it's not me you actually want. Maybe this is just telling you that you're ready for something with someone, right? And there you go. Discovery 9 is done. This quest line is done. And now we got more context of what basically he said. So, again, Bob seems like he's more of a kind of chill dude. Like the, whoa, man, you know, that kind of hipsterish, shaggy type. And he seems like a smart guy as well, according to if his costumes is anything to go by. And by the way, yeah, default. Oh man, wow! I get one default skin. Amazing. Why? What happened? And then I get a default sticker logo. Cool. Yeah, so we got Baker, a apron, and then you got the inventor. So, yeah, lots of things there. And I believe during the story, I have a good idea of where Bob is going to be as far as what he does in this village, because eventually we get introduced to newer characters and new lore gets added in, and we get to have the characters evolve, which I actually like. This is one of the things. Also, by the way, I ended up sacrificing 300 of my currency at some point, just curious to see what do I get if I buy the egg, just to see how it looks, because I don't know, this egg has been teasing. I think the egg is default. I don't think they're gonna do anything for a test event thing. I'm not sure. I don't think they will, because honestly Easter's been long gone, and if this is gonna be appearing in the summer, I have no idea what kind of update event thing they're gonna do or what they're gonna be theming it around, right? Like, the only holiday I can think of is Halloween, but that won't be until October. And this game is coming within the summertime, so I don't know, maybe there'll be an interesting theme they go with, because it seems like the company does this update every month, at least. And from what I hear, the game, the games that they're doing, they're actually changing it so that they're altering when it comes to their updates and events. And with each game is going to be different in its own right. But it sounds like, yeah, and I still need the money, by the way, for this, which is sad, but, oh well. But, yeah, I'm debating this, like, I need to do this, and I'm just simply saying that it's cheaper for me to do this, to buy this. It's cheaper and more, what was I saying, none? More? Not, oh, God. Writing on the phone was the biggest mistake of my life, because I'm looking at this now and I'm wondering what I'm saying, because when you have big meaty claws for your thumbs, big sausage fingers. I don't really have sausage fingers, but you know, you get the point, the memeage. But when you have bigger hands and when you're trying to use it with your big finger, that sounded wrong, but you know what I'm trying to say. Basically, using your finger to draw like the right stuff down is not really the best as if holding some sort of utensil and then doing that way. And yeah, you can then ask, why not get a stylus then? But it's like the stylus will also have the same issue, you know? It's what it is. And yeah, there we go. We got this going on here. So yeah. By the way, I'm zooming past this. Don't worry about it. It's gonna end very soon. Don't worry. And yeah, I've got this going on. So this whole part is gonna be me basically playing puzzles until I get to the point where I want. Anyways, eventually we get to a point where we actually get this done, and yeah, this whole thing's a mess. Near the end, it's like I'm trying to get as quick as possible. Alright, well, anyways, I'm playing these puzzle games just for the purpose of getting what I need money-wise. So, yeah. Believe me, folks, I'm almost done. Bear with me, please. Okay, put this down here. That's fine, nice. Okay, let's see this going on here. Also, if you're wondering why I'm kind of going on sounding off now is because I'm doing this recording live as I'm playing. If you're curious how I do this, basically I set stuff up, I pre-record stuff, I put the dialogue stuff in there, and then I go ahead and record another line where basically I'm commenting over the video I'm watching while this is happening, and then making commentary over top of it. And Post Grim screwed up, and it screwed the whole thing here, so now it's a mess. And once it's not, you're not gonna know a thing, right? But this is just me talking to myself because I have to add this thing into here, and now I'm kind of upset because it's just, you know, my brain right now. It's this, the internet dial-up system right now. Gotta love that noise, the 90 nostalgic noise of internet dial-up. Man, oh boy, 22 hours. Wow. Really can't open them jar of pickles, huh? Oh boy. Yeah, more of this, by the way. I digress. I digress. But yeah, this whole game. It's getting fun. Now, see, and here's the thing too. I know this whole game is like, oh, we're focusing on the match puzzle stuff, but you're noticing how I'm not really paying attention to the match stuff. But like this stuff, I'm like, no, let's quickly get out of this. Let's zoom past this thing. Yeah, you can tell that the main focus of the game, this whole match mechanic, it's like even something of like, yeah, I don't care. But that's me personally. I'm sure there's someone else who's probably going to be doing on YouTube who's going to be like, oh, I love them puzzles. I'm going to show it off every time I get. Right? And that's good for them. And, yeah, I said, screw it. Yeah. Sometimes I had to just stop and go like, well, I don't want to waste my opportunity, so I'm going to use my power-up and win. Right? And that's usually what I feel like it's going to happen here. It's going to be a lot of close calls, and it's going to be a lot of RNG luck when it comes to some of this stuff. And, yeah, what's also interesting, too, is that every 24 hours, every new day, you see the icons up there, and I've kind of mentioned this before in the earlier parts, where there's, like, these exclamation points with the money and whatnot. That's supposed to tell you that there, and I'm sure they'll probably have a new system to kind of fix this, but basically you click on it and it'll show you the daily deals of like certain coins will be off, like an item will be off at a certain price, as well as when it comes to diamonds, and then occasionally, and even price, they'll even go on price with certain smaller items. But then you get to some stuff like, oh, hey, here's some free currency or free cash, you know? Which is like its way of daily logins kind of deal, but it's not like time sensitive. It's like so long as every time the clock strikes midnight, that's when the game will set its stuff up. And yeah, this is a very long period. Like you can tell the long period is just basically just more or less just waiting for me to get the currency, the amount of money I need in order to get Garrosh's hut. And the question is, do I have enough? Yes, I do. Oh, thank the Lord, we're finally done. We can now have this invisible hammer hit this house for 12 hours. And once this happens, then we can go ahead and talk. And yeah, I'm showing that I can go ahead and do this, but it's technically, she's not important until part 4, not part 6 to this, but part 13 in the leveling system. But that was Match Island, and this game's getting a lot more crazier, isn't it? So I will not keep you busy. I will end it off here, and I will continue off in part 5, where we talk about Garrosh. So until then, safe horizon or something.